Hello, and thank you for joining me for the Shaklee Business Opportunity presentation. Love sharing what Shaklee has done in my life and many lives, and truly can say that I do love my life. So my name is Cindy Williams. This is my crazy family. I've got my husband, Troy, there in the left, and then Kipton, my youngest, myself, and our oldest, Carson. Both boys are super active in sports. We moved on to 5 acres to give them some space to spread out. Thanks to Shaklee, and the bonus that I do receive every single month allowed us to stay in our previous home and purchase an old 1977 ranch, completely renovate it, and then sell our home and move. So we were able to balance 2 mortgages in that process due to my Shaklee business. So really, really grateful for that and the lack of stress involved in selling a home, renting a home, and then purchasing a new home. So very, very grateful for that. I am a spin instructor. I teach every Friday at 8:30 in the morning at our local aquatic center, and I love it. I've been teaching for over 17 years now. I've done various classes, but I have landed on spin as my favorite and the one consistent class that I do teach every single week, so that I'm in my studio there. And my sister and I also own a women's seasonal consignment event called Green Jeans Consignment. So we do host 4 a year, and we started this business almost 10 years ago, and we absolutely love it and love serving the women of our community. And it works beautifully with Shaklee as it kind of ebbs and flows. As the busy seasons come, we kind of just work it all together. So really love what I've put together here for family and work and purpose and passion. So clearly, I was definitely busy prior to Shaklee. My husband travels 75% of the time. He is a veterinarian, but works in the animal pharmaceutical industry. And of course, I taught several classes a week at that point, and then owning this women's consignment sale, and then just being a mom, right? So I always say that Shaklee was exactly what I didn't know I needed until it actually found me. Kind of a funny story. I actually saw a woman taking her vitalizer strip, which I'll be showing you guys in a little bit, and on the playground at my kids' preschool. And I asked her what it was, and she said, "Oh my goodness, it's a vitamin and a probiotic and a omega antioxidant." And I'm like, "And it's all in that strip?" And she said, "Yep." And I said, "Oh my gosh, I need to talk to you because I want something like that, because I'm tired of balancing all of the bottles in my life." So that was the start of a beautiful, beautiful thing. I had no idea that I was going to turn this into a business, but I certainly did. So just after spotting one woman on the playground with a vitalizer strip, it has spiraled into a pretty awesome thing. All right, so let's get back to the fact that you are viewing this opportunity presentation. So people are looking for a number of things in their life. They're looking for personal things like more time to spend with their loved ones. They're looking for paid trips and vacations. They're looking to grow personally. Some people feel really stuck at their current pace of life, and they want to get unstuck and grow into something beautiful. Some people are looking just to get healthier and be around a healthy tribe of people. And others just want to help others. People have servant hearts. They just want to help other people instead of just kind of working for the man, right? So from a financial standpoint, people are obviously looking for extra income in general. I mean, who isn't, right? People are looking to purchase their own home. They're looking to pay off debt that they have. They're looking to have some quality of life in their retirement years, and not have to work through those years and be worried about it. And also leaving a legacy. I think everybody wants to leave a little something to their family, to their grandchildren, just to leave a legacy. And then also from a professional standpoint, people are looking to be recognized in the workplace. They're looking for career freedom. They're looking for the opportunity to be able to work, but then be able to travel and work from wherever, just to have that freedom to, travel in the summer with your children, be off on spring break and not have to put them into a camp. But to travel and be able to work in the nooks and crannies. People are also looking for significance. They want to do something of significance. They want to be their own boss. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? and then just enjoy your work in general. So these are all things that we find that people are looking for on a daily basis. And I think those are all some pretty good things. So people ask questions like, so what kind of company is this Shaklee all about? And how much can I actually earn? And what do I have to actually do to earn that money? Great questions. So what I like to talk about, because I love knowing that I have job security, is that Shaklee represents the fastest growing product categories around. So we call those the global wellness industry. And we've seen tremendous sales just between 2013 and 2015, and they continue to grow at a rapid rate. People are just looking to buy more non-toxic products, cleaner nutrition. They're looking for skincare that's, there's no compromise in it with the products and the ingredients. So people are looking, they're wising up. I mean, every other conversation you have today is about cancer, diabetes, and obesity. And people are wising up and getting serious about wanting to prevent illness in their life and, cancer in particular. So these categories are growing rapidly, which makes me get really excited because all of those categories are represented across the board in Shaklee. We have over 350 consumable products, which I love. The fact that people have to buy them all the time, which is another great kind of business model to be a part of. Just today, I was placing my Shaklee order and my child was in here looking over my shoulder. He goes, "Oh my gosh, you buy all that?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't have to go to Target anymore. I get all of my cleaners, my laundry soap. I get him his acne lotion, and I get them their conditioner, and I get bar soap, and I get snack bars for when we travel, and meal bars when my husband travels, and the list goes on. And it's wonderful to be able to have a product like this that is consumed rapidly. And it's also high quality. So we represent 4 categories. We represent healthy nutrition, so super clean supplements and also protein, both plant and soy-based protein. We also have a healthy weight management program. We also have Healthy Beauty, our newest release youth line, which has been phenomenal, very well received. It's an anti-aging skincare line that has no harmful ingredients in it. We have a list. It's the Never list with over 2,500 ingredients that are not in our products. Those are harmful, potentially harmful chemicals and ingredients. And we also have Healthy Home. So we have Basic H, hand wash. We've got laundry detergent, a laundry booster. We've got a scour off paste that helps shine up your farm sink. We've got so much stuff. So, okay, how much money can I make with Shaklee? Well, over the last 60 some odd years, they have paid over $8 billion in commissions. They've never gone a month without paying their people, which I know can happen in network marketing companies, where if the company takes a hit and something happens, they may ask their distributors to take a grace month and not get paid. And that is not something that Shaklee has ever done, and certainly they don't plan to in the near future. We've created over 1,000 millionaires, which is pretty phenomenal. And the cool part about this, I think, is that in order to become a millionaire, or in order to even earn $500 a month, that you have to help somebody else become healthier, help somebody else green up their home, help somebody else lose a few pounds, like whatever. That's all about being positive and providing a positive source in that person's life, and then you're getting compensated for that, which I think is just awesome. Community is a huge piece of the Shaklee pie, I like to call it. We are the first company ever in the world to offset our carbon footprint, to become climate neutral certified. So this means that all of the emissions and all that we do to actually create a carbon footprint, we then do other acts and other things to then offset that carbon footprint. So we have had that certification for a long time. I think we got it first in the year 2000. So that's really awesome. Our company, Dr. Shaklee, he founded this company on always going back to nature. Nature is where it's at. Nature is the most important piece of us, and all of his products just go back to nature. We have given over 3.5 million in product and also cash to survivors of natural disasters. What a wonderful feeling to know that when there's a hurricane and tons of flooding, and we send care packages to the area with, our basic G and our basic H and different cleaners, that we know that when they're used outdoors and they're then washed away into the floodwaters, it is not going to affect the environment. They have no phosphates in them. They're biodegradable. They're just an awesome product. We were the first company ever to not put phosphates in our laundry detergent. And we've planted over 1 million trees, and we're still doing that today. Anytime somebody purchases a Get Clean kit, which is our Get Clean starter kit, Shaklee will plant a tree in their honor. So Dr. Shaklee was a philosopher, he was an innovator, he was a pastor, he was a doctor, he was a chiropractor. He was amazing, and he would spend a ton of time in nature as a child, and he just became very hyper-focused on understanding nature and the effects it has on the human body. So in 1915, he actually created the very first multivitamin, and it was called Vitalized Minerals. It was actually in a liquid form. And he, at the age of 60 or 62, founded Shaklee in 1956. So he probably could have retired, but instead he's decided to start Shaklee. So he had all these amazing products, and he really wanted to have a formal way of sharing them. So he chose network marketing, which I think is brilliant because these products have so many different uses. And they also don't contain preservatives. These products really cannot sit on the shelves in a grocery store or a natural food store. So he decided that he would allow the people to use the products and then talk about the products, talk about their experiences, and share them that way. And when they share the products, they then get compensated. So that is where the network marketing philosophy started, and I believe Shaklee was one of the first 10 companies in the United States to start this business model. So we were part of the rule making back in the day. They have a whole regulations committee on network marketing, and we wrote a lot of the rules and still abide by those rules today. And people look to Shaklee as sort of that model company for just being really upstanding in what we do. And we've just been around for so long. It's pretty exciting. So we say that we have over 100 years of innovation, right? So in 1915 is when Dr. Shaklee created the multivitamin, and then he created other products and then formally introduced them, in the I guess it was the 1950s. And you'll see kind of our timeline here when he introduced the first protein, cleaners, Nutrifuron, Vitalizer was introduced in 2007. That is my top product that I sell for my customers and members. Absolutely the number one product. Vivix, which is our anti-aging, high antioxidant supplement, which is phenomenal. MindWorks, which is something I take every day to have great oxygen to the brain so I can be sharp. And then on to our sports performance products and youth, our amazing anti-aging skincare that I referred to a little while ago, and also our newest formulation of Life Shake. I like to go back to the instant protein in 1961. So Dr. Shaklee was actually asked to be a part of a team of scientists to come up with a digestible protein for Olympians. So back in the 60s, or probably 50s and 60s, what they were finding is that these Olympians were training so hard and they were not recovering properly because in order to do that, they needed to have intense protein. And so this protein that they were ingesting was probably beef and chicken and whatnot. And it was just too much for them because they needed to have more. So these scientists, including Dr. Shaklee, were asked to find some sort of protein that would be highly digestible and easy to transport and to use on a daily basis. So that's where they came up with instant soy protein, which was the very first protein powder on the market. And we can all thank Dr. Shaklee for that and his insight and his scientific background. So I love that story too, because I find that protein is essential in recovery, especially after a class like like spin or just lifting or whatever. So really important to have a clean, easy to digest protein after your workout. All right, so at Shaklee, we actually have clinical proof that you can live younger longer. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but we have two different studies that we did. One was the landmark study that was a 20-year study done on 3 different groups. It was a Shaklee user group, a group that used supplements that were not Shaklee branded, and also a group that used 0 supplements. So what they found, and actually UC Berkeley did this, the biggest thing was that they asked Shaklee to be a part of this, but they also said you have to completely release everything and you have to promise that whatever we find, you'll allow us to publish, good, bad, or ugly. And they said, okay, you got it. We are there. We will allow you to do this. We have so much confidence in our products that we know that we're going to come out ahead. And guess what? They did. Double-digit markers higher than either of the other 2 groups. So in heart health in 2 categories, we were 11% lower in cholesterol ratios, 33% lower in triglyceride levels. We were also 36% lower in levels of homeocysteine, so that measures your brain health and activity. And then 59% lower in levels of C-reactive protein. So the levels of C-reactive protein in your blood would indicate biological stress, so the kind of stress that your body is under at the moment. And we were, I mean, look at that, almost 60% lower than the other 2 groups. And you know what stress does. I mean, stress is a huge problem for, I think just a lot of different disease. So really important to keep those stress levels down on your body. The second study was the telomere study. And the telomere study indicated that over 40% of Shaklee users had a lower rate of telomere shortening. Now, what the heck is a telomere? Well, Elizabeth Blackburn, who is a Nobel Peace Prize winner for medicine, she actually discovered the telomere. It's actually, you could think of a DNA squiggle that has 2 little ends on it. And on the ends are caps that sort of protect the ends of the DNA. And what happens is as we age, those end caps actually shorten. It's almost as if they're becoming erased. So as you age, they become shorter and shorter. And what it showed was that Shaklee supplement users have 40% longer telomere caps than those that don't use Shaklee. So for instance, an 80-year-old Shaklee supplement user is projected to have the same telomere length as a 41-year-old non-supplement user based on a preliminary study. So how cool is that, right? So truly we can say that we have clinical proof that you can actually live younger longer by using Shaklee products. All right, so super excited. I'm currently in the Prove It Challenge pilot group right now. We're getting ready to release this challenge in about 21 days in Las Vegas with our Shaklee family. And, because Shaklee has proved it over and over again that our products work, people love our products because they work. And actually, it's funny, we have the statistics where 1/3 of 1% of products are returned. 1/3 of 1% of products are returned, which means people use them. So really love the Prove It Challenge. It does prove, it's our new challenge to kind of showcase the Shaklee science, show that it proves that when you use Shaklee products, you can feel amazing in just 30 days. So we ask that you prove it for yourself. So we invite you to the Prove It Challenge. And be it you, be it your new customers, and you change the way you feel by following this proven path with Shaklee. So first you're going to prove it by taking the Prove It Challenge. So that includes a 7-day cleanse, and then the remaining 21 days, or no, actually 20, well, whatever, 30 minus 7. What is that? 23 days, you would be stripping and shaking. So we have our Vitalizer strip that I referred to, and then also having a Life Shake every day, which is an amazing anti-inflammatory meal that has great digestion components to it. And it's just an incredible meal that you don't have to worry about any kind of issues with allergies and inflammation and different foods that are going to make you sensitive. So, okay, so you're going to take the Prove It Challenge 7-day cleanse and 23 days stripping and shaking. And if you don't feel amazing at that point, we will give you your money back 100%. And then after that, you're going to keep it going with general nutrition. You're going to live it. You're going to strip and shake every day, just like I do every single day. And I feel great. I have amazing energy, great digestion, sleep well, perform well in the gym. And then you're going to share it with other people. So this is where, you feel great. And so you're going to share it with the world. So we do prove it and we guarantee it. So like I said before, if you do not feel better in 30 days, we will give you a full refund, no questions asked. So when your life begins to prove that Shaklee is working for you, it's time to share it and get paid for sharing it, just like Dr. Shaklee intended 100 years ago. So when you take the Prove It Challenge, like I said before, it's super simple to earn. You prove it, you live it with a daily strip and shake, and then you share it with other people to do the very same thing. So you can share a little bit and just earn cash daily. You can earn by just sharing these simple products with customers. But the more you share, the more you can earn. And then you can share a lot and earn an income on a monthly basis. So if you have a bigger vision, if you want to go beyond part-time and grow your team and join others, to have others join you in your efforts to make this world a healthier, happier place, that's when your income becomes a little bit more meaningful and you become part of our Shaklee family, our Shaklee community. And then you really start making a difference in your community, in your family, and in people's lives. So it's a really awesome gig. So the Shaklee Dream Plan is super flexible, guys. You can work in the nooks and crannies of your daily life. You kind of decide what your goals might be. Maybe it's just to pay for your Shaklee habit every single month and just make enough to pay for your products. Okay, we can work through that. If you want to work towards paying for your products and your children's private education, we can work through that. Back those numbers in. You can keep it just super simple. We have different assessments like our Shaklee Health Print at your fingertips and other tools that we have that you can share Shaklee through our Shaklee TV. You can share it through different social media outlets, different posting. And then also it's super social. It's about people and conversations and solutions. So I do a ton of sharing online that I'm able to share that and allow them to, learn from me and become inspired and empowered to take one step closer to their healthy life as well. We also have a mobile, we're very mobile. We have the Shaklee Connect business tracking program and also digital tools for sharing. And it's just super straightforward and it's all from your smartphone. I mean, who doesn't want to just be able to, on the fly, work when you're waiting for your kid at soccer practice, or you're in between meetings, you're on your lunch break at work. Very, very simple to use. So why do people want to join Shaklee? Obviously, I've talked about a lot of reasons why you might want to join, but I also want to hit on our foundation of Shaklee. It's called the Shaklee Difference. We are, hyper OCD about safety, and we are proven and we're guaranteed as well. So when I talk about the safety of Shaklee products, we do over 350 tests on every new botanical ingredient that we use. We do over 100,000 annual quality tests every single time we do a run, and that's every year. We've spent over $300 million in research and development, and we say that we are actually beyond organic. So the reason why we can say that is because we actually take it a step further. So just because we may look to source our raw ingredients from an organic farmer does not mean that that organic farmer's produce is going to meet our standard. Because there can be a number of things that can happen, acid rain, pollution from a highway that might settle on the plants, runoff, water runoff. And the farmer could be using all organic practices, like not spraying their plants, not using a GMO seed, but all these other components may be happening that it's really out of their control. So what Shaklee does is they actually test for all of those extra things. And we actually say that we actually go beyond organic. So I love that standard. I know it's so OCD, but we can rest assured that we're not eating toxins. Shaklee's never had a product recall in their 65 years of business. We've never had a protein powder pulled from the shelves for lead or for arsenic. And those are very common contaminants that you'll find in protein powders, just kind of naturally occurring, but still at higher levels than our bodies really should be using. So I'm just so grateful to Shaklee and their commitment to really making our products as safe as possible. Our products are also proven. We have over 100 patents and patents pending, which I love. And again, another job security plug there, because we won't have other people ripping off our products. So I love that Shaklee spends the time and the money to get their products patented as well. We have over 138 clinical studies and presentations. Many of these are peer reviewed. We represent over 144 gold, silver, and bronze medals at the game. So these are Olympians that do not get paid by Shaklee to use our products. We just give them products for them to use. So they're super careful about the kinds of products that they use because of the fact that they get tested. They can be tested 24/7 for doping. And if they find anything abnormal in their urine, they can be pulled from the game. So they're very, very hypersensitive about that. And we've been on every NASA mission since 1993. So that is one of the Kelly brothers down there in the space shuttle. He takes Vitalizer with him to space, and he and his brother. And apparently it's very hard on your body to be entering and exiting and entering space. And so Vitalizer has really kept them healthy, and they're big on the Vitalizer. But they also, it's crazy, and I'm not sure what year it was, but NASA actually asked Shaklee to create a hydration drink called AstroAid for astronauts, so that when they re-enter, apparently it's super hard on your kidneys when you re-enter back to Earth. So they actually ingest and take in this AstroAid, which is our Hydrate Plus product, like times 10, to make sure that they are so uber hydrated and their kidneys are in good shape prior to re-entry back to Earth. So just such cool information. I love that Shaklee has been a part of all of this super awesome, rich history. And of course, I've talked about our guarantee already, the fact anybody can try our products, and if they're not satisfied, we'll send them back. That we'll give them a full refund, even if the container is empty. So we don't ask questions. We just say, okay, I'm so sorry you had a bad experience. Happy to reimburse you. Our leadership. So Roger Barnett, love this guy. He is amazing. I mean, he really looks at his people as special people. His vision is to create 10 million healthier, happier homes. And he is charging us, the Shaklee family, to be a part of that, to share Shaklee, to green up their homes, to add supplements and clean nutrition to their daily regimens, to make them a healthier, happier population. He really takes leaders under his wings. Right now, my sister Dana is in a think tank group with some other leaders in Shaklee, and he meets with them once a month, and they have a brainstorm, and there's accountability, and he's really looking to them to really help him not only identify, what our leaders need and what our field needs, but also just how to create this amazing value through Shaklee to the people that we serve. So just an incredible man. He has a super awesome family, and his drive and mission is just so awesome. His presence on stage, I mean, he's not a stranger to anybody, and I just love that he is just such a cool dude with such a great mission. I love having him as our visionary at the head of our company. So people ask, how much can I earn? And really it runs the gamut, guys. But what I do want to point out is that, obviously we talk about your goals, and what you want to put into it is obviously what you're gonna get out of it, right? So if you look at Shaklee as just a hobby, that's what it's gonna pay. It's gonna pay like a hobby. If you look at it as a part-time job, it'll pay like a part-time job. If you look at it as a full-time job, it can turn into a full-time job, and that's sort of where I'm at right now. Although I do balance another full-time business, but it is seasonal, so that's wonderful too. And so what I love primarily about Shaklee's compensation plan is the ability to get rewarded at a very early level. So at the level of director, the very first rank that you would meet, which is not hard to do, you can actually earn our new directors conference trip in California. And this trip is awesome. You get to see our innovation center. So that's where all the scientists hang out. You get to go to our corporate offices. You'll visit a vineyard because it's in Northern California. And it's it's just such a cool way to really get immersed into the Shaklee family. And then when you bring one more person with you to become a director, you then qualify for a car bonus. And that is a wonderful thing to get on a monthly basis. And you're able to, get a new car if you need to, pay for an existing car you have a loan on. But it's a wonderful way to have an extra bonus in your pay, or in your bonus every single month in your pay. When you actually train 2 people to become business leaders, to become directors, that's when the real trips start too. And so as a coordinator, you could earn trips. I've been on 3 dream trips in my 4 years at Shaklee. I've been to Mexico twice, and I've been on a cruise this last spring, and I am gunning for Costa Rica next spring. And I've been able to take my family with me, which has been awesome. I've also been awarded a top achievers trip. So at the time, I did not have to be a key coordinator to go, but I had a ton of points that like triple qualified me for the dream trip. So they offered me a spot on our top achievers trip to Machu Picchu, so one of the 7 wonders of the world. An incredible trip to Peru, one I'll never forget, and it has just been an awesome, awesome ride. So just encouragement that at every level, there are opportunities to earn some pretty fantastic things, including a monthly bonus. Okay, so what are you driving? Let's talk about this car payment. So we have a car program, and at the time when I earned it, our minivan was paid for, and my husband has a work car. So we didn't really have a need for a new vehicle, but we did have a need for a John Deere tractor. I think I had mentioned that we had purchased this 1977 ranch, and we completely renovated it while staying in our other home. So we were able to pull off 2 mortgages at the same time. So we, on these 5 acres, require a tractor to help with all the yard work and hauling stone back and forth. My husband finds plenty to do with this tractor every single weekend. So we plug my car bonus into the John Deere tractor. And what I love is that Shaklee is so good about letting you do you, right? They're not buttonholing me into being in a pink Cadillac or into a Lexus or into a BMW. Like, that's not about status at Shaklee, really. It's about just doing life the way you want to do life. And the way we do life here at the Williams House is on a John Deere tractor. So they're going to allow my car bonus to help pay for this beauty at our house. And of course, I talked about our life-changing experiences with travel. Travel really, I think, helps you experience life to the fullest. And we certainly have done that. Troy and I, we were in Cusco there in the top left on this rooftop hotel. It was just such a posh place. And the food was amazing, 5-star dining, 5-star resort. And we just enjoyed it so much. And then, of course, seeing Machu Picchu was just a lifelong dream, and it was just so cool. And that is us in Los Cabos last spring, and we had a great trip and a gorgeous resort there. And that was my very first trip on the far right, my new directors conference, and I had a great time in California. Loved that trip and just being in the headquarters and also seeing our Science and Innovation Center and also experiencing more of Napa, which I've done before, and I love it. So we do truly believe that you can live younger longer in Shaklee, like I talked about with our science and all of our clinical findings, but you can also look younger longer, and that's really with our youth line that we recently launched. I guess it's been 2 years now, and you can just love your life. So hopefully I've been able to show you how much I really enjoy my life with Shaklee. And these are some great pictures too. I love the top right is some of my team at a Shaklee Global Conference. We always have fitness and exercise. We are so focused on wellness. Even when we're there learning and in a corporate kind of convention setting, we are doing yoga and Zumba. This year, we actually have a peer performance club with a really robust schedule. I'm actually going to be teaching one of the high intensity interval training classes. And one of my teammates, Lee Darling, is going to be teaching yoga. Super excited to have her there to teach her jam as well to our, thousands and thousands of Shaklee family members. And then I do love the multi-generational piece of Shaklee. We have a lot of older people who represent some of our distributors and huge master coordinators, people that have been super successful in this business. And because Shaklee has been around so long, we have a very multi-generational makeup of who is in the Shaklee family. And so I love interfacing with these women and men who just show and exude health and happiness, and that they've just loved helping so many people become healthier and happier through their Shaklee business. And then they in turn have also been successful and been able to travel and been able to afford, great colleges for their kids and private education and houses of their dreams, which is so cool. And then in the bottom right was our very first dream trip to Playa del Carmen, and we did the cenotes diving, and the boys just had an absolute blast. They're super spoiled now, and they expect a trip every year. No pressure on mom, right? All right, so how does this all work? So really, it's pretty simple. You say, yes, I want to be a part of the Shaklee family. I love what you guys are saying, and I want to help people become healthier, and I want to earn an income. I want Shaklee to be my vehicle to change lives. Okay, cool. So the first thing you need to do is just start using the products. Start slowly swapping out the things that you currently use, your skincare, your cleaning products, your protein, your vitamins. And then you start sharing your findings. Wow, that protein really does work. Wow, Basic H, it's the bomb. It does everything. Stainless steel, floors, glass, granite, cabinets, dogs, laundry boost. Like, it does everything. Okay, cool, awesome. Then you start building your customer base. Then you begin identifying customers who love the products as much as you love the products. And then they decide to, shoot, I might as well join you too. Right? So then when you teach 3 people to do the same, you just keep on repeating the process. Teach them how to show 3 people how to do the same. And you begin to build a very meaningful Shaklee business. So we would love to welcome you to our super fun, sometimes crazy team. We do have a lot of fun. We definitely love to get sweaty together. We love to party together. We love to dance together. We love to travel together. All of us are going to be in Vegas here shortly, and we just love, love, love our Shaklee family. And we just welcome any questions. The person that invited you to this call, ask them any questions you have. If you want to do a 3-way call with myself and the person that invited you, let me know. Happy to do that too. But we are looking to build our mom army, and not only moms, we are looking just to build our army in general to really do big things and help Roger really accomplish his mission of 10 million healthier, happier homes. And we want to be a part of that. We just think it's such a wonderful business model to be a part of. It's not going anywhere. This country continues to get sicker, and they realize that they need to step up their health game. Well, we're here to help them. And we'd love for you to help us help them. So I hope you guys have a great, great day. And we hope to see you on our Shaklee team soon. Have a great day.